everybody, I'm back, and we are talking about the endocrine system. We're looking at the endocrine functions of some of like the other tissues and organs that we just didn't cover. We kind of hit the hot spots so far, but we want to get these in there too. So, some of the ones you might not really think about are places like your skin or your liver. Um, One very important one has to do with using UV from the sun. As you might know, humans require sunlight, right, to manufacture things like vitamin D. Um, and vitamin D is a cholesterol-based vitamin, and we need to make cholesterol-like steroids into cholecalciferol using that. Sorry, I need to drink more water. From the sun. So the liver is involved in the production of like at least five hormones, which we want to talk to you about. Um, One is converting the cholecalciferol that is manufactured by the keratinocytes of the skin into calcidiol. It also secretes that angiotensin, meaning it's a precursor to angiotensin, right? Angiotensin 2 to be particular. And as you can imagine, it's angio and it's tensing, so that's like a blood pressure regulator. It also secretes like a pretty good amount of the erythropoietin. So we talked about that as being something that's, generally from the kidneys, but the liver also has a say as well. So that's going to stimulate red blood cells to be manufactured in the red bone marrow. It also is an important source of IGF-1, which is controlling the action of that growth hormone, causing it to last a little bit longer, for example. So it has like growth hormone has like a pretty quick half-life, right? Whereas IGF-1 can like be hours and hours long. Hepcidin, which is going to work to promote the intestinal absorption of iron, right? Preventing anemia. The kidneys, we kind of knew were going to be definitely in here, I'm sure. So, three key hormones that we're going to look at. So they're going to further convert calcidiol into calcitrol, right? So this is an active form of vitamin D. So so now they say like, oh, you got to have a little UV out there to get Vit D, right? And like it's a couple stages of process. It actually takes a while. It also takes a while for it to be manufactured and then absorb on your skin. And if you take a shower like right away, then it might not be properly absorbed into the bloodstream. So it's just something to, maybe give it a Google and maybe learn about a little bit. Secreting renin, and what renin is doing to do is going to enzymatically convert angiotensinogen, right, that precursor product, to angiotensin 1, right? So angiotensin 2, just so you know, is created by converting a converting enzyme in the lungs. So, um, it constricts blood vessels and it raises the blood pressure, as we talked about already. Uh, and the kidneys is like 85% of that erythropoietin because it's like really filtering and monitoring a lot of the blood, and it really can tell how much oxygen we might need. So it can help stimulate that bone marrow, the red bone marrow, to produce those red blood cells. Believe it or not, your heart gets in the game a little bit with the atrial muscle secreting two peptides in response to an increase of the blood pressure. Um, These are going to decrease blood volume and blood pressure by increasing sodium and water output by the kidneys. And so they are going to work in opposite of angiotensin 2. So this is going to be something that lowers the blood pressure. The heart's like, I need a break. I need a break, guys. So, also the stomach and the small intestine secrete at least 10 different hormones. So the thing is like the stomach has been around and the small intestine for like so long, one of the oldest, earliest organ systems. So they have a lot of activity that they can produce. They definitely regulate a lot of things in the body, have a lot of neurons, have a lot of all kinds of good stuff. So they're going to coordinate primarily things like moving the food bolus through the digestive system as well as the glandular secretions required for that bolus to become digested. So cholecytokinin, gastrin, ghrelin, your stomach's ghrelin, and peptide YY, which is shortened to PYY, should you need that acronym. Okay. Fat tissue or adipose tissue, we're finding is becoming a very important player in the endocrine system, right? And so, depending on how much you have, or if you don't have enough, it's going to change the way some of these hormones are secreted in your body, and it's going to change the way your body is reacting or how strongly it's reacting to different types of stimuli. And one of the things that it does is it secretes hormones including leptin. And leptin is supposed to slow your appetite down a little bit. Bone tissue or osseous tissue, osteocalcin, which is secreted by the osteoblast or the bone growing cells, right? So they're increasing the number of pancreatic beta cells and pancreatic output of insulin. The insulin sensitivity of the body tissue. So it's like kind of really regulating uh, how much uptake of glucose the body is actually going to experience right then. It's going to, drive in um, just higher amounts of glucose for metabolism. It's also going to stop waking a bit and the onset of type 2 diabetes. So that's something that is helpful. The placenta actually secretes estrogen, progesterone, and a host of others, just to let you know. A lot of what it is feedback regulating the pregnancy, making sure the development of the fetus and the developmental stages, as well as the nutritional and supportive elements, are there. It also prepares the mammary glands for milk production and secretion. Oh, okay. I think that was, looks like it's it for just some of the other ones that don't get like a big title. Things you might not think about, other organs and tissues you might not think about that have playing roles in the endocrine system. Okay, well, I think that's it. So thank you so much. I hope you're out there having a great day and go out there and be kind to yourself and to someone else. Bye bye.